A few seconds to make sure I'm live on this slightly grey Wednesday to talk to you a little bit about the snooze button. It's something that I was recently talking to a client about, and it was around his kind of snoozing the alarm on the morning when he's getting up. And I was talking to him, and he mentioned using the snooze button. He mentioned that he'd used it up to kind of 10 times sometimes. So he's tapping that button 10 times. Now, on the face of it, this little act of pushing the button might not seem that important, but what he's actually doing in that moment, and he's actually kind of saying to the day, he's almost saying, kind of, world, go away. And he's literally kind of hiding under the covers from the day. So his first act of the day is running away from the world. It's a really simple, innocuous thing to do, but it's actually saying, I can't do this. And this client eventually kind of dragged himself out of bed, if not feeling great about that kind of the start to the day. Uh, this led to him being late for work. It led to him being rushed in the mornings, and he would take this out on his family. So his day had literally started with a moment of failure. He'd set his alarm and he wanted to get up, and he'd started with a moment of failure. And every time he kind of touched that, every morning that he'd done it, he kind of built up this, maybe this I can't part of his brain. And the more we the more we build up that I can't part of our brain, the more we can't fix the other things in our lives. My program it helps guys with weight loss, and a lot of the things that we talk about is building up our confidence that we can actually look after ourselves, and we can manage our health and actually get the the results that my clients want. So every single time we actually practice doing something and building up like I can part of our brain, that builds our confidence so we can actually fix the other things in our life. So what I want you to do kind of tomorrow morning, starting from now, is to stop hitting that snooze button. Start your day with a moment of building up that I can part and saying, I can do this. Now, maybe you won't jump out of bed like a gazelle, um, but what you have done is you've overcome a tiny little moment of adversity right at the start of the day, and you've built that I can part of your brain. Now, for this client of mine, this particular act, it was pretty transformative in terms of the results that he got, and his progress through the program. What he found that he had time to get the exercise in that he was struggling to get in the morning. It was short little workouts, but he found he had that time. He had a few minutes in the morning to have a relaxed start to the day with his family, a relaxed breakfast. They can talk about the day ahead, and he set off on his daily kind of commute with a kind of a smile on his face, and actually knowing that he'd started the day in a really, really positive, great way. And ultimately, that kind of little act of not hitting that snooze button was one of the big things that helped him get the results that he got. So what I want you to do is stop using that snooze button. Stop pushing the world away, and stop hiding under your covers. If you finding it hard to get out of bed, then maybe there's something you need to change somewhere else in your life. But I want you to stop snoozing and kind of jump out of bed and start the day building that I can part of your brain. Okay, little quick video. Thanks for watching.